So I just got home, and lo and behold, we have Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the big crossover kart racer. It's from IGN Live. Y'all know I'm not particularly an IGN type glazer guy, but this is an interview involving Crossworlds, and y'all know I love Crossworlds. Y'all know that I'm a huge Crossworlds guy, and I'm doing a lot of content on it, so I figured I would do my reaction to this interview, just kind of, you know, general consensus. Well, I see this guy. Okay, I'll say this though. I do follow them on Instagram just cause, like, you know, like I would rather like Instagram is crazy because like all it is like stupid stuff in politics. If I'm gonna follow any news, I would rather it be gaming news, even if it's not trustworthy gaming news. Plus, they do some cringy stuff. So I see this dude is on the social media all the time. He's kind of cool though. Like this dude, he's chill. Like look, he's got, okay. First of all, the joke of the 7 on his shirt. It's funny, okay? Because if you know, IGN gives everything a 7, so that's funny. As well as the Sonic chain, like, okay, this guy's cool. He is self-aware. I don't even know this dude's name. He's just self-aware. That's all I got. Okay.
For centuries, gamers have been asking the same question. If Sonic the Hedgehog is the fastest thing alive, why would he need a car? And for centuries, other gamers have answered with the obvious, because
cars are cool. Oh, never mind. They said the same thing. Okay.
Latest foray into motorsports in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Please welcome head of Team Sonic, Takashi Iizuka, and Senior Director Austin Keys, who will be translating.
All right, sick. How long? Okay, so just genuine question for anybody in the comments that knows it. Because Takashi Iizuka's been living in America for a long time, right? How does he still not know English? Like, I would assume that he would still know English, right? Like, at least know a lot of it. There's no way that he doesn't know English. Like, he's been living in America for a while. So, like, there's no way, unless he lives in Japan and I'm just misinformed. Let me know in the comments.
Okay, so we all know Sonic Racing Crossworlds, but for those of us who don't, could you tell us in a very quick couple sentences, Sonic style, what is Sonic Racing Crossworlds?
Sonic Racing Crossworlds ちょっと説明していただけますか？ごめんなさい。Sonic Racing Crossworlds 説明、まあ数秒
Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Oh, they had trouble with his mic. Dang, he got the Sonic drip on too. Don't ask me why. I just noticed these random details. So like, this is cool around here, but like, he's married. I didn't know this dude was married. Like, not that that's a bad thing. It's just something.
So this is a game that's built kind of off the Sonic All-Star Racing kind of formula. We wanted to have a large group of characters all racing together, but we also wanted to add in the travel ring, which is a new feature.
Okay, so it is basically All Stars 3. This is basically all, like, I've been saying this, so you won't see them yet, but I did make a community post. If you did see that, I did make a community post where I said we're going to be doing a lot of Sonic Racing content, and I guess it's perfect. I'm playing Transformed right now, and in Transformed, I mentioned that Crossworlds is basically like All Stars 3, and they also posted, and I'll put it up, they also posted a picture of saying that they're going to be adding a bunch of characters post-game. So Hatsune Miku, Joker, and Ichiban Kazuga are the first drop, and they're going to be dropping characters later, not counting the DLC crossovers. The DLC crossovers are a different drop, but these characters are going to be added on later on, and I know that I think there were leaks about, shoot, who was it? I can't remember. There were leaks about a specific character aside from Hatsune Miku, but I don't know how far the leaks exactly go. But the thing about it is, we could potentially be getting like Jet Set Radio characters, stuff like, so we could be getting the characters from All Stars. Because the thing is also in Riders, if you unlock all the characters in Riders, Ulala is in it, Amigo is in it, Billy Hatcher is in it, and 2. I's in 1, Like, so you do get some Sega characters that are also that expand out the roster. So we're probably going to be getting those characters, because I know there was a leak, and I'll get into this in a later video. I'm not going to get into that now, but there was a leak about this one board that everybody thought, oh, it's going to be Whisper from ID. It's not. It's not. It's probably going to be a character that we've already seen before, that is one of the Sega characters is going to fill out this roster. I think the game does better because Sonic's name is on it, right? So they could just do that. So this is All-Stars 3. And that makes a lot of sense. But now we have the Extreme Gear, and every character can use Extreme Gear. So this is literally the creme de la creme, like ultimate send-off of Sonic racing games, which I've been saying this whole time.
For this game. So on the first lap around, you're going to be racing in where you think you're racing. And the second lap, you're going to go through the travel ring to somewhere new.
I love that. So we actually have exclusive gameplay that we're going to put up on the screen.
Was that big on the... I knew it! Dude, this is peak. Wait.
I love that. So we actually have...
That's so peak! Look, I told you Big would be on Extreme Gear! Oh, y'all already know I'm maining Big, bro. Big on Extreme Gear, that's my main right there, bro. You already know he's getting... Did we get Blaze confirmed for this game? Is Blaze in this game? I don't remember if Blaze is in because I just seen Silver, and that made me think about Blaze. But, bro, Big on the Extreme Gear, that is so peak. Look! Oh my god! Oh, he looks so cool! Ah, he's so peak. And then there's Sonic on the Extreme Gear. So this does confirm my suspicion, because before I was like, I don't know if every single character is going to be able to use the Extreme Gear. It seemed like that was the case, but this confirms it, because I was like, what if they do us dirty with Big and he can't ride on one? But he can. So like every single character will be able to use the Extreme Gear, and the cars, vice versa. Except I would assume that the Babylon Rogues can't use cars, but I guess we'll have to see. And you already know online, it's just going to be Sonic, Shadow, any of the Babylon Rogue characters, because it's been forever. Probably Hatsune Miku and Jokers. We're gonna see a lot of the same characters, and online's going to be crazy. I cannot wait for the online scene for this game, and best believe September 25th, a little earlier, actually 3 days early, because I pre-ordered it. We're going to be locking in on that online content as well.
Through. Can you tell us about some of the new features that we're seeing?
And this is Holoska too, which is great. So they're bringing back a lot of Sonic Unleashed post switch up of Sonic Unleashed, where people finally realized that the game was good, but also hype even more because of the recomp. So you can see they're really leaning into... I don't know, now that's not to say they could have done this if Unleashed still had its reputation that it had when it first came out, but for the most part, I'm betting this is coming a lot from Unleashed's new point of view, where people are like, oh, it's the best Sonic game ever made, which it is. But if they still said that it sucked, I don't know if Holoska and other things will be in it, but who knows? Especially since the Werehog is in it. Dude, Big is going crazy on that board! Oh my gosh, look at him go, bruh! And what's cool is, since they're on the Extreme Gear, like, okay, I'll say this. I love that the Extreme Gear's back, but you don't really get to experience, like, the boat transformations or the car plane transformations, because the board just gets, like, these little gears, which I guess is cool, because, I mean, the boards are obviously going to go over the water. They do that in the first game. So, but, you know, I mean, they don't even really fully transform in this game, though, either. The cars don't. They just get these, like, extra little wheels or whatever. So, but, dude, look at Big go, bruh. Look at him go, bruh. And I think that's Storm's board from Gravity, too. So, it seems like with all the boards, because I noticed, I was looking back, and sorry that I keep pausing, but there's just so much to talk about. With Storm's board, I noticed in the promotional material for the thing that we pulled out, there was, or the trailer, Wave, and I think Wave had her Free Riders board. I've never seen her Free Riders board, but it looked like a Free Riders board. Jet had his Riders board, and Storm had his Zero Gravity board. So I'm wondering if they'll get the board, if each character will get the board that they had from that respective game. So Sonic can get his Blue Star from all three games, or if they just did that, you know, because whatever. But like Storm, has been on his zero gravity board. And if y'all know, I love the zero gravity boards. I think the more bulbous look is cool because you could do more with the designs compared to the like the flatter look. But you know, I'm in the wrong apparently on that opinion. And there's Sonic. I think, what is he on? Okay, so he's on a board, but I'm wondering what that board is. Hold up. See if I can get him back. Okay. This is like a red board with like a bunch of... Because you can customize boards with each other. So you can't customize them with cars, but you can customize other boards with the other boards. But as far as I can tell, they haven't been doing anything custom. They've only been showing off base boards. So this is a base game board. This kind of looks like the turbo from Zero Gravity, the yellow board that has the big fat back on the back of it. And don't worry, this video will be edited, so it's gonna have some pictures showing up on the screen as I talk about the stuff, so y'all kind of get more context. But I don't really know what board this is. This is either a new one for the game or it's a custom board, but there's not really a... Okay. It kind of looks like that shark board that got leaked, kind of. I don't know. I can't tell. Well, I guess it wouldn't be custom because, I mean, look, Knuckles is in a green car right there. And then here we are in... Okay, okay, I'll say this. As much as I don't like Sonic Forces, I'm so glad that we're bringing back like Luminous Force and stuff. Because I'll say this about Sonic Forces: the environments in Sonic Forces, Luminous Force, Metropolis, stuff like that, very beautiful. And it sucks that Sonic Forces didn't get the love, didn't get the effort that Sega could have put in. Because Sonic Forces was a game that, aside from Green Hill and Chemical Plant, we had a ton of original zones. A ton of original zones in that game. Luminous Forest, we had Metropolis, the Mortar Canyon, we had tons of original zones in that game. So it's like, it was such a missed opportunity, bro.
Seeing now is that we're racing in a very similar style to the All-Star Formula. It's not just on the road, we're also racing in the air, and what you saw was boating, racing through the water, using like the hover.
Oh my, that's Aqua Road! That's so cool that they used Aqua Road there. And he's still in the car too.
Race is, you know, you do the first lap, the Crossworlds is the second lap, and then in the third lap, you're back to the normal one. How did you come up with this mechanic?
Okay, it seems like he understands English, but he doesn't speak it? IGN, fix your mic, bro.
展開がになってしまうんですけども、2周目に全く違う世界に行くことで、毎回レースに対するこのワクワク感というか、全く新しいレース展開がこう毎回期待できるという、そういう楽しさを取り入れるために導入します。
So the 3-lap formula is really good for racers. It's really easy to understand, and we wanted to kind of make things new and fresh. So you're not just racing around the same course over and over again.
That's fair.
That's the idea behind the travel ring, which is to bring you somewhere new, somewhere unknown in that second lap. And then even
is this an original track right here? This is a mall. Oh my gosh, this is an original. So they're not even just bringing back previous things as a track. They're making whole new original ones, which we saw with Wonder Museum. And I think that Flower Zone was a new one. So this is another one too, where you're like driving through a mall.
Racing really fresh and fun. So we added in some stuff for the third lap too.
I wonder if like the like full game will actually allow us to have like monster truck customization. That would be really cool. I would love that.
Yesterday we got a brand new trailer for Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and we saw a bunch of new crossover characters.
Cyberspace.
From like a dragon, Joker from Persona. How did you decide on who to include and who else can we expect?
Okay, this is what I really want to know. I've also noticed that the music is the night music, so it's the nighttime. Oh, Challenge Space. Wow. Oh, people are gonna love the Sonic Adventure 2 fans are going to eat this up right here, bro. Oh my gosh. But I've noticed that was the night music. Of course, they aren't going to show off Hatsune
もう
Miku.
どんどんこう出していきたいということから、今セガのゲームタイトルの中でも一番ホットな、
Amy has an All Might. Hold on. That's definitely coincidence, but who knows? Amy has a car
ことから
with All Might colors. I don't have the face cam on, but if you saw the face, I was
今セガ
I don't know, that's
ゲ
just
ームタイトルの中でも一番ホットな
a little too convenient.
ミクとそれとジョーカー、これを今回ご紹介しました。
So following in the Sega All-Star Racing kind of series formula, we wanted to make sure we had a wide cast of characters, not only from the Sonic characters, but also from the Sega IPs.
Yeah.
And also
So this is 3, because the funny thing is before Crossworlds came out, I was like, if we were ever to, or even got announced in the first place, I was like, dude, a Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed like 3 would be so good, because think about it, now they have Ichiban, they've got Persona, and they had Hatsune. I don't know how long they've had the Hatsune Miku game rights, but they've had them for a while now, and it's like with those 3 characters to add on to the roster, and you can put more of the characters from those IPs in there. Just imagine how big of a Sonic and All-Stars Racing like 3 could be. So it's like we're basically getting that with this game, and we're getting it with the new, like we're basically seeing it happen with the new IPs and everything. So it's great.
Non-Sega IPs. So we, really want to focus, especially today, on Joker, on Ichiban, and Miku as those really cool Sega IP characters joining in to have a really robust roster.
Oh my gosh, they have him in here, bro, dude. The Dark Gaia Phoenix.
The most surprising one that everyone lost their mind at was Steve, Alex, and the Creeper from Minecraft. How did you decide on doing a Minecraft collaboration?
I'm not gonna, like I said, I haven't seen this video or anything, so I'm just gonna guess. So Sega's been really good with each company. They've been good with Microsoft over the years. They've been good with PlayStation over the years. And they've been good with Nintendo a little bit over the years. Probably a little less on that one. And we'll kind of get into that $70 price tag at the end of this video. We'll definitely get into that. But I think they've been pretty good with Microsoft, like, getting Jet Set Radio and the stuff, and also the Minecraft Sonic collab that was in Minecraft. So like it kind of makes sense that this was going to happen, but they've also just been really good. Bro, somebody's mouse is on the side of the screen there. That's hilarious. But it kind of makes sense that they've been good with Microsoft for years, which is exclusive games on their console, vice versa with PlayStation and other stuff. So I would not be surprised if a PlayStation IP shows up in here at some point. For a DLC. Dude, these tracks, dude, look. Oh, I want to play the game so bad. And Dark Gaia Phoenix, bro. Oh, I want to play the game so bad. This has got to be supersonic speed, because look at how fast they're moving. It's crazy. And this is the track from TSR. This is TSR track.
So yes, we wanted to make sure the second lap around was going to be full of surprise, going somewhere to a different world that you didn't even think was possible. And in kind of brainstorming what we could do to really make that fun and exciting, yes, going to some of the Sega IP worlds was going to be fun, but we wanted to also go to other IP.
Oh, so we're going to be able to go to Sega IP worlds too. So we'll be able to enter, like, I would assume Mementos with Joker. I don't know what they would do with Yakuza, because I've never played Yakuza. And maybe like some sort of like synthwave world with Miku. So that's going to be cool too. They didn't even confirm. That's new confirmed information right there. That's new information right there. So that's really sick. That's new information.
Worlds, and really surprise people with that second lap. And as we got kind of thinking about what would be fun to explore, Minecraft was one of those, worlds we really wanted to portray, and characters that could come in that we thought would be very fun.
To race in a Minecraft Crossworld. So
So the Minecraft track is a Crossworld. So wow. So that's interesting. I thought it was going to be a full-on track, but it's a Crossworld. That's pretty interesting. Because so I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of regular tracks, which is great, but there's obviously going to be more Crossworlds. So it probably makes sense that they would do that. But I wouldn't be surprised as well if they just threw in a full track and then you could have a random Crossworld as well. So imagine going in like on a Minecraft track and then entering a Sega IP Crossworld as well. But having Sega IP Crossworlds and Crossworlds of the DLC crossover stuff, that's going to be huge. But the only reason I say that I thought that was the case is because there's a full-on track for the SpongeBob leaks. There's a full-on SpongeBob World track. So I'm wondering if that's also going to be the case as well, where we're going to get some tracks with that, because that adds to more track depth and that adds to more depth with the Crossworlds. So, and the Crossworld, there's got to be a lot of Crossworlds. There's going to be a ton. I mean, they've already said it. And the thing is even based off of what I played in the beta, I could already tell this system is going to be crazy. So I don't think going through the Crossworlds is going to be boring at all. Like, yeah, eventually you're going to learn all the tracks, but like, it's going to be a while before anybody discovers all of the Crossworlds, I would assume, if it's as deep as as they're making it out to be. And I'm not saying I fully trust Sonic Team and Sega on that, but when I played this game in the beta, I could definitely tell they were trying. Like, there's just something about this game that I could just tell, like, it's great. It's amazing, and this is the best Sonic racing game that we're gonna get. Like, this is gonna be this is definitely gonna be the last one. It only makes sense with how they're basically making Sega All-Stars 3 with the transform gimmicks and bringing back Extreme Gear so you get your Sonic Riders content as well.
There are so many power-ups and items that really help you keep the game competitive. What's the craziest item and what's your favorite item in Sonic Racing Crossworlds?
If they say that stupid little boomerang spike thing that shoots off the back half of your car, I'm going to crash out because I hate that thing.
今までのシリーズの中で人気のあったというか皆さんの馴染みのあるロケットパンチとかそういうのをこう昔のゲームから取り入れつつ、あとはチームソニックレーシングで導入したウィスプを使った新しいパワーアップですね。でそれに加えて、本作ならではの、ちょっと大逆転が起こるようないろんなアイテム、特に、モンスタートラックに変身するっていう。
Oh, monster truck.
モンスタートラック。
I figured it was the monster truck is fun. Monster truck, the little wave swingy thingy is really cool. I love that.
A lot of really familiar items from the Sonic Racing series. So there are things like the rocket punch that will go out. You know, people can use it, really attack people with. But we also
want Apotos, hold up. We gotta log in. This is Apotos. Oh my gosh, look at the Chow. I love how the Chows are like watching. Okay. I want to see if I can find anybody that... Oh wait, there's Blaze. Oh yeah, Blaze is in the game. I forgot. There she is. Eggman and a vector.
We also wanted something new, and what I think is maybe the most fun is the...
Is that Zaz on Extreme? Oh my gosh, it is! Oh, that's a custom. So that's the back of Jet's board, customized with like a new top one. That's Zaz sweet, by the way. But that's Zaz on Extreme. So yeah, everyone. I mean, we like I said before, like this is confirmed anyway. But like everybody can ride one. That's so cool that Zaz is on Extreme Gear. I love his skating animation too. But that's cool. So that's a custom board right there, because that's the back of Jet's board. I can tell by looking at it. And then this is probably a new custom board thing.
Power-up item, which lets you turn your vehicle into a monster truck and really just run over everyone in front of you.
Oh, here's the turn from Unleashed Act 2.
We're very excited in the trailer. We
Oh,
characters on hoverboards, you know, from the
so
Sonic
cool.
ride
And then going,
Why were you?
you know how peak it's gonna be to play Apato's track and then get another Unleashed Crossworld? Like this is Chunan, I'm guessing. So it's like getting back to back Unleashed, bro. And you play as the werehog.
Previous ideas like that after so long.
そうですね。やっぱりソニックライダーズシリーズで
Sonic Riders, okay.
この3人も人気あるキャラクターだったんですけど、 なかなかその後のシリーズで出番
Okay, we get some Storm gameplay.
今回の
See, so like I said, this is his board. You can tell by looking at it. By the way, this looks, it does look like they flattened it, but like I said, this is literally what I was just saying earlier. This is his board from Zero Gravity. So it's interesting that they made his board from Zero Gravity. He does have a really good looking board in Zero Gravity, to be fair. He does have a really good looking board in Zero Gravity. So it makes sense that they would use this, but it's interesting how they did this, and I think they did free riders for Wave and riders 1 for Jet. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, like I said, this is his Zero Gravity board.
キャラクターが活躍できる
And you can tell by the whites and stuff.
あげようということで、導入します。
So the Sonic Rider series was very popular. People loved the characters, they loved the racing dynamic, and we wanted to also incorporate that into the game. So not only do we have the characters as playable,
And the tricks look good, Sonic Twitter, by the way. So shut the frick up. The tricks look great.
but we have their extreme gear, the hoverboards that they can ride on, and just adding that in to make it really feel like a Sonic racing game.
I love it, and I love seeing Hudson and Miku on the hoverboard too. Which fan favorite characters are on the roster, and how do they differ from each other in terms of choosing who you want to play and how you want to play?
キャラの違いはどういうふうに考えて、はい。
今回の、クロスワールドでは、今までチームソニックレーシングまでずっとソニックはソニックの車に乗ってたんですけど、今回はキャラクターと乗り物を自由に組み合わせることができます。なので、先ほど言ったエクストリームギアもジェット、ウェーブ、ストームだけではなくて全員が乗ることができる。
Wave and Storm, Extreme Gear, I heard
キャラク
that.
ターのパラメーターの特性とその乗り物の持つ特性、それと自分のスキルとこういい組み合わせで選んで遊ぶことができる。
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's the nighttime music.
We've had our characters kind of always be racing inside of their own vehicles, but we wanted to change things up. So we are allowing any character to ride in any vehicle, and you can kind of look at.
Told you. They say it for me. They say it for me. Hey, I'm just smart like that. I know things before they say it. I'm just smart like that.
What character you like racing with, what the racing parameters are,
But Big in an Extreme Gear is so peak.
and what kind of machine you want to be riding on or in, and really swap it up to make the best racing style for you.
I love that. So in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, you know, we're very excited for the Grand Prix. Can you tease other modes or the ways that you're going to kind of keep people coming back to the game?
どういうゲームフィーチャーで繰り返しプレイさせられるか。
先ほどもお話しあったように、まずトラベルリングっていうのが、2周目に全く違う世界にジャンプするので、毎回違ったレース展開。
I'm like so focused on the gameplay that I'm like tuning out Izuka. And like the thing is, like I can pick up like loose Japanese, so it's like I'm trying to like listen. When he's on screen, I'm like listening intently, like is there words that I'm picking up so I can like understand it before the translator? But like when this is up, I can't focus. I'm like, dude, the gameplay is so sick. Look at how beautiful, and this is got to be one of the best looking Sonic games ever. This game is beautiful.
クロスプラットフォームのマッチメイキングが、実現してますので、いろんなプレイステーションから Xbox からスイッチから、PC までいろんな
PC
プラットフォームのお友達と一緒にレースを、オンラインですることができますので、こう毎回そのエキサイティングなレース展開が期待できると思います。
So we have incorporated the travel ring as the second lap that's really a surprise and somewhere different to go to make sure the race is fun. But we also wanted to have 12 players play against each other online to really mix the things up.
So 12, not 24. I mean, that's fine. I would rather 12 players than 24. I think 24 is like really stressful. And like, I'll say that is a good idea that Mario Kart World did. That is a great idea that they did. And it is definitely fun and chaotic. But even with just 12 players on the race, and if you've played Crossworlds, you know how chaotic it is. And it's because of how close quarters it is. And just, there's so much going on. at all times comparatively. Like this totally makes up for having 24 players, because like if you only had 12 racers on Mario Kart World, it would not be as chaotic as it is. I think the only reason they had 24 was to like make it chaotic, make it fun, and that way it'd be boring if you only had 12. So them doing this and having that streamline, and then just there's something going on all the time because of the frequency of items and all that other stuff, you know, like this totally makes it like 12 racers. That's perfect. I'm not even upset about that. But 24 was definitely not bad either. I think there's just there's a little bit there to be desired.
And make sure no matter what platform you're on, you can match up with other people, whether it's on PlayStation, PC, Xbox.
Huge right here. Crossplay. Not only is it going cross worlds and crossovers, but we're going crossplay. This is huge. I have some buddies that want to get this game on PlayStation, and I can play with them. So this is huge. This is huge right here. Because if they hadn't done this, you would only probably be able to play PC, Xbox, whatever. Because I always buy my Sonic games first on PlayStation. Now I used to do it on Xbox back in the day when I was little. Now I do it on PlayStation. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, I've pre-ordered the deluxe edition, and this is the very first time I've done it on Steam, exclusively on Steam. So this game will be on Steam day one for me, and 3 days early actually, because I got the deluxe. So this is great, and this is the only Sonic game I've ever ordered a deluxe for. So this is really great. This is a big flex right here. Honestly, this is bigger than Mario Kart World. Honestly.
Switch. You can go in there online, play with tons of different people, and really get these dynamic and interesting races going.
Yep.
I'm very excited to play this on my new Switch too. I'm very excited.
Bro, he does look like a Switch guy, bro. Let me stop roasting this guy, because I was just talking about how chill he was, and I'm over here roasting him, bro. Like, that's a clean watch. That's a clean Apple Watch, like, bro. But he do look like a Switch player.
Launch plans. You know, very like any potential season pass or events or DLC in the works. Like, is there anything you can say about that?
今回は発売から我々開発の方もずっとイベントを開催したりフェスタを開催したりこうオンラインで皆さんが楽しく遊べるようなことをこうずっと継続的にやっていきたいと考えています。でそのために、シーズンパスっていう1年間の、パスを、発売しまして、そこにマインクラフトとかセガ以外の IP の追加コンテンツをどんどん1年間通じてこう提供していきたいと思っています。
So yes, we will release this game, and we want people to play and have fun, but we also want them to play and have fun for a long time. So we're already planning events to happen online, and we're also planning the season
Events.
pass to make sure when people come in and play, they're getting lots of fun new content. And inside of the season pass, you'll find Minecraft and other non-Sega IP will be popping up there.
Ah, yep. So SpongeBob, TMNT was one. Avatar was one.
Got a release date yesterday. Can you tell everybody the release date and the
So the regular post-release stuff is going to be Sega IP, probably Sega IP stuff. So it's not going to be any Sonic. Like, we probably have all the Sonic characters in this game already, so we're not getting any more Sonic characters. We're probably getting Sega IP for that, and then we're getting crossover for DLC. So that's perfect. I love that. That's perfect. So for Sega IPs, I don't know too much about Sega IPs, but if I were to expect any, it's going to be Space Station 5. Sabado Amigo, so Amigo is probably going to make an appearance. Jet Set Radio, that would be, with the Extreme Gear, it would just be criminal not to have Jet Set Radio in there. Jet Set Radio 100% needs to be in there. Maybe Billy Hatcher. I don't know. I don't think Alex Kidd's going to show up, but maybe Billy Hatcher will show up, I think. II's for sure going to show up because they're still doing Monkey Ball, so II for sure will show up. I think that's going to be some of my guesses for the Sega IP stuff, because and then Movie Sonic and Movie Shadow probably going to show up. I mean, they're Sega IP, you know, and their movie IP, I guess, but there's no reason they wouldn't show up. So
forms that it's coming on before we go?
Hatsubai Bito Burakwo.
発売日は、9月25日ですね。 でプラットフォームは、まあ、先ほどお話ししましたけども、プレイステーション4、5で Xbox
Xbox
エピック
I love it
スイッチですね。でスイッチ2も今開発の方では対応、作業をしてますけども、まあ、発売から少し遅れてスイッチ2の方はリリースしたいと思ってます。
So we will be releasing the game September 25th on PlayStation 4,
Cannot
PlayStation
wait.
5, Xbox One, Series X, SX, Steam, Epic, Nintendo Switch, and the team is also working hard to bring it to Nintendo Switch 2. It may be a little bit after September 25th, but we do want to bring it to Switch 2 as well.
That is so exciting.
They didn't even
Thank you so much
anticipate
to you
the
both.
Switch
There
2.
it is. If you're
That's
fast
crazy.
enough, you can catch Sonic Racing Crossworlds when it comes to consoles and PC on September 25th this year. It's so soon. Until then, you can catch more IGN Live right here on IGN.
All
Give
right.
it up.
That was a good interview. Lock it in September 25th. We're gonna make so much content on the game. I'm really excited for this game, especially after this interview. This was a really good interview. We get to see a lot of cool gameplay from at least one of the crossover characters. Get to see a lot of extreme gear gameplay with Storm there. So we kind of get to see how they went. We get to see a lot of variety in there. So we got to see a lot. I'm very, very excited for this game. Definitely gonna have to lock in.